So it's like 1 a.m. and for our late night snack, these are 2 hot dogs from Ingles Deli. They kind of caught my eye because they said they're EBT approved. And I know I've heard that like certain items at grocery stores you can't use EBT on if you have that. But I usually don't notice stickers that specifically say that you're able to use that on that item. So that kind of caught my attention, and I'm staying in like a fancy hotel right now in Asheville, so I thought that would be kind of like an ironic, funny thing to eat cheap food in a fancy hotel. So that's the like premise of this video. I'm gonna add some mustard and ketchup. This chili looks like it's got beans in it and like chunks of beef. It looks kind of like the chili that you would get like in a can or something, but it's not the normal like finely ground beef chili that you would see a lot of times on a hot dog. I thought I was gonna have to eat these cold as well, but this hotel came in super clutch. There was like a microwave like right near the little whatever it's called, the little like food area. And this is kind of like I said, this is kind of a fancy hotel. This is like the Biltmore Village Inn on the Biltmore estate. And yeah, I came to Asheville to see a concert tomorrow. Was the main reason I came. But I decided to stay and to stay here and to check out the Biltmore house tomorrow. So that's why I'm here. Not terrible. Tastes like a normal hot dog. You buy a pack of hot dogs and buns, you know what I mean? It's nothing special or exquisite, but for something pre-made, it just tastes like, you know, if you bought the normal pack. I didn't know if I was going to be able to microwave these, and I really didn't want to just eat cold hot dogs. So I drove around for a while, and I went to Taco Bell, and I got there at like 11:45, and it was supposed to be open till midnight, but the employees like were all outside like at their cars with their filled up drink cups, their free shift drinks, all leaving like right at 11:45. And it was supposed to be open till 12. And I thought it was weird that it was only open to 12 because most of the Taco Bells in my area are open till like 2. And then Cookout was like the only place I saw open. And I've kind of got beef with Cookout because several times that I've been there, they've messed up my order. So I really wasn't trying to eat Cookout tonight on this trip. But I just kept driving around and I was being really indecisive and I was just trying to find anywhere else that was open. But literally the only other things that were open were like a convenience store, and I really wanted to just have like a solid meal and not just eat Takis or whatever from the convenience store. But these aren't bad. I guess it worked out. I got these from Ingles, I think, as I said. I ran in there earlier today because I forgot to bring my Flonase and my allergy medicine. So I went in there to buy some of that because I didn't want to go 2 days without taking it, especially with like all the pollen and everything going on. Didn't really want to risk it, so I went in there and these kind of caught my eye, and I was thinking about having some food to eat tonight, and this is just what I ended up buying, which kind of seems silly in retrospect, but that's how it went down. This might not look as good. I'm using the forward-facing camera, but whatever. Hey, that's solid, you know. A hot dog's a hot dog. Shout outs to everybody out there eating the EBT approved hot dogs, you know. I'm grateful and thankful to be able to stay in nice hotels and take little trips and stuff, but to everybody that's out there struggling, I see you and I respect you. And I feel for you, you know what I mean? And just keep fighting, keep pushing. And if you work hard enough, if you really do your thing and grind, you know what I mean? It's always possible to rise above your situation, you know what I mean? So don't give up until you do, you know? Excuse the mess. Oh. The other thing I was gonna say that I wanted to rant about was about, like, for a while I was kind of like scared to go in Ingles and avoided it because when I first met my ex, she worked at the like Starbucks in Ingles, so it like had a bad association. So part of the reason I wanted to get food from there and then do a video eating it was to kind of confront that bad association head on and say, we're not going to let there be bad associations, you know what I mean? Because if you form a bad association with everything, every time something bad happens or you have a bad day, then you're just going to have a bad association with everything and you're not going to be able to do anything, you know what I mean? So that's something, I'm sure other people do that as well. Maybe you watching this do or don't, but with whatever it is, whether it's like your mind forming bad associations with stores or whatever, if you went there when something bad happened, this or that, whatever, I feel like the way to try and get over that is just to face it head on and say, like, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna just force myself to do it, and you know, that kind of whatever it's called, where you I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, I'm trying to be able to go in whatever grocery store I want. You know, I'm not trying to limit myself based on the past. And I feel like my mind kind of has a tendency to do that sometimes, but I feel like that's also kind of like a foolish and senseless thing to be. If you like reason through it, there's really no way to feel that way. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not making a good enough point about this, but if you go through that type of thing as well, then hopefully you realize that at least I see you, and you know, you're not alone in that. And it's just something, like I said, that you have to try to face head on, and just through practice and through making yourself do what you want to do, you know, reform good associations with those things, you know. But yeah. So shout out to the right as I'm shouting out the hotel, the AC comes on. Oh, but then it turned right off. That was kind of bizarre. Shout outs to the I think this is the Village Hotel at Biltmore. Alright, so for dessert, we've got half of this pack of birthday cake Kit Kats that I was eating on the drive up here. And these were solid, you know. That one's broken. I'll try to get a better view of one not broken. These are kind of good. They're not as good as the birthday cake cookie dough from QT, which I want to eat in a video because I had that and it was like orgasmic tier. See, it's got a nice little birthday cake sprinkle coating on there. When I was eating them before, I thought it kind of just tasted like white chocolate with a little bit of sprinkles in it, but now it's tasting different than that. It kind of does taste like birthday cake, like sprinkle, rainbow, cake batter, whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to do a whole like travel vlog type video of this trip, but I'll probably post this first. I wanted to go ahead and record this tonight, my first night here, just so when I get home I have something I can upload right away, and then I can take my time editing the whole travel video, because I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks. And my last video I got a couple comments. I think I had like 4 more subscribers, so shout out to anybody watching this channel, for real. Appreciate anybody commenting or liking or showing any love or subscribing, all that, really appreciate that, even just a little bit. It's cool. It's cool to see people like interacting with the videos, even if it's like on a small scale, just starting out still. So hopefully this video looks okay. I turned off the lights in the background so they weren't glaring the screen. And I've just got a single light right behind the camera. Oh, I forgot, I had water too. I'm using the fancy cups they provide. Oh, wow. Make sure you hydrate, everyone. I feel like a lot of people don't drink enough water. And that's another thing that, like, if you struggle with that, you gotta just face it head on. Set a goal for yourself, get a giant bottle of water, and say, I'm gonna drink this whole thing in the day. You know what I mean? I, on the other hand, am constantly thirsty and constantly just needing to drink water, and probably drink way more than the recommended amount in the day. And my mom told me recently that can be a sign of like high blood pressure, but we just won't talk about that right now. We're just not gonna go there. Anyways, that's the meal. That's the late night hotel meal. EBT approved hot dogs at a fancy hotel. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, show some love, and I'm just sending love and positivity to everybody out there. Whatever you're going through, you know what I mean, just keep pushing, keep going, and you'll never get where you want to be if you give up, and if you get discouraged, and if you don't even try. So yeah, shout outs to the world, shout outs to everybody everywhere, whatever you're going through, wherever you're at, and just never give up. Keep that dream alive, even if it seems like you're far away from achieving it. Sometimes the fact that you're able to have those goals and aspirations is enough to keep hope, even if it's something that is difficult and you might never concretely accomplish. Having those dreams and keeping them alive gives you something to live for and something to work towards, if that makes sense. So just stay motivated and keep going, and life might surprise you. It might take you years and years, but somewhere down the line you might end up exactly where you want to be. So hopefully these trying to be positive ramblings are encouraging to anyone that needs encouragement. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm talking like this. But yeah. Anyways, hope everybody has a great day. God bless.